Okay.
Fagazile is
The additional top bottom note, side note.
yes.
Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I hope you're gonna stop bullying me in my DMs because now every time, where's Bella? When are you and Bella dropping something again? I'm tired. I'm tired. So I hope the bullying comes to an end today.
Hi guys. Thank you for the love, first and foremost. My name is Vela Patela, for those who don't know me. I am Zumekile's best friend.
I love how you just call me Zrekila.
But that's what you want to be referred to as.
That's my name, y'all. That's my name. Zrekila is my name. That's my name. So today, welcome back. Welcome back. Everybody's been asking where you've been and when we're dropping something. So here we are. So today, we're going to be talking about our dating experience. Not even our, but like dating in general, like your 20s versus your 30s, right? Because like there's a huge difference.
There is.
There's a huge difference. And I wish like there was a video out there when I was in my 20s like this, right?
True.
So I'll start,
Okay.
right? So naturally, you let's start with the whole like you think that everybody's gonna be your soulmate.
Can I laugh with you?
You think that everybody's gonna be your soulmate. Like you're dating someone,
Yo.
it's going great, you guys are vibing, and you're like, oh my god, 2 kids living in Sandton.
You know, my man's.
My
I wanna
man,
be a
I'm a
housewife.
stan.
Our dreams. No sis.
I don't care at what level in life you meet a nigga. Don't plan until he starts planning with you. That's just my thing. Like you can meet him in your 30s, you can meet him in your 20s, but stop automatically falling into that pattern of like when you meet someone, you're already thinking beyond that very date that you guys are on. You know, like you're on a date. You're on a date. Just appreciate his cologne.
True.
And that he looks good and that he showed up and is being a gentleman and enjoy that moment. But get sign up. Nah, I don't know how many soulmates I've had.
You already when it's your first date, you're already on I do.
You're already thinking
Your
like,
mind.
yo, I wonder the way he
I
thinks
do.
he'll be making such straight decisions in our family. he'll be such a prominent figure in our family. Meanwhile, old boys is just appreciating the fact that hey, I've got her attention. I'm here. I'm on a date. We're having a good time, and that's just that on that. So I think that's one thing for me. Just always, and it increases the pressure.
It does.
Of making the thing work because you're just thinking I've already planned with this person. Meanwhile, you haven't planned.
And you also, I think it's also putting it out there to the people that are close to you. So what girls usually do is you'll go on that first date or that date with the guy. Then I go to Zanelio, Zanele, this guy is the guy of my dreams.
Do you see us?
Like, as we said, like, just date. Be in the moment, be in the presence, and don't think of anything further.
And just date.
Just
be in that moment of dating.
Date.
And I think also as black girls, we have a problem in understanding what dating means.
Yes.
You know, we're not familiar with the concept of just like going on different dates with different guys because you're trying to find a best fit for you. That brings me actually to point number 2. That when you are young, like I'm not saying don't commit at a very young age, but like also don't be so strict on thinking you're gonna find your perfect partner. In my instance, I mean, from a church background, you're thinking you're gonna go to church and you're gonna automatically just find one person who's just gonna open yourself up to having conversations with different people.
True.
So that you can find your fit.
And also one thing that someone said to me was that a guy asked for your number. He didn't ask for your heart.
Nor did he ask you to marry him.
No. So once he's asked for your number, you there and you're present. So the moment he says, Vela, Zanele, can I have your heart? That's when you give the heart. Don't give the heart.
Also give the heart. Like also give the heart. Not like give
Soon
the heart.
They've asked for your number, and that's that.
But friend, you know.
I know,
like,
but we need.
excitement.
I think as girls, we need to start thinking with our heads and not with our emotions.
True.
Because one thing about guys think with their
heads.
heads.
And one thing
Which
about
is
guys,
why we
they
get
put
hurt.
themselves first.
Yes.
And they prioritize what they want.
Yes.
And I think that draws me to my next point of like making huge life decisions based on a nigga. Like I have a personal story. Maybe it'll be a story time one day, but I have a personal experience, you know, where I made a very huge life decision because I thought I was in love with someone. And to be honest, although I recovered everything, like materially, time, you can't get time back.
True.
You know, you may recover from the situation, but like the opportunities you miss or, you know, where you could have prospectively been had you not had made that decision, you can't get that back. So I feel like when you're in your 20s, that's your space to explore all the things that you think you love and the things that you're pursuing, your career and whatnot, and trying very hard not to make huge life decisions in your 20s based on a person. Oh, Pikengo, like where is he? He's nowhere to be found, but I made something that impacted the rest of my life, or I made a decision that impacted the rest of my life, you know, back then. So I feel like your 20s should be that space where you think about yourself. You're selfish.
Yes.
You selfish about what you want and the things, and if it doesn't fall in line with that, you still have time to recover in your 20s. You can let it go and have the peace of mind to be like, I'll find another one.
And the other thing about being in your 20s is that you're still trying to find yourself. And I know that this may sound cliche, but you are. I'm not the same person that I was when I was in my 20s. I'm now turning 31 this year, but I'm not the same person I was when I was 21. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
So I feel as though when you are in your 20s, if it does not align with you, leave it. Leave it. Lost dying.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay. Like, I can't stress that enough though. I can't stress, because I know at that moment it feels like that person is like the love of your life and that it's gonna hurt. And yes, it is gonna hurt.
It will.
It is definitely going to hurt. But I promise you, you are not going to die. You are not going to die from making a decision that benefits you. True. I feel though when you get into your 30s and you start getting into more stable relationships, because you know who you are, and because you have a clear understanding of what you like, what you don't like, what you can tolerate and what you can't tolerate, it becomes more of a negotiation. Right? But I feel like you have no place negotiating like in your 20s. I feel like there's just no room for, like, why are you okay, let me rephrase it. I feel like there's no place for you to feel the pressure that I have to make this work. If I don't stay, it's not gonna work. If a person is willing to bend for you and you are both in the path to where you think you want to be, good for you. Then you found a great person. But anything that forces you to like just compromise what you think you want to achieve and the direction which you want to go, bruh, choose yourself.
You first. It's God, it's you, and the rest.
Friendship wise as well.
Every relationship, not just the romantic relationship.
Even
family, guys. Family can be toxic.
True.
Even family. It's God, it's you, and everyone.
I couldn't have said that even better, because also another thing is, I promise you, girl, like whether he is wearing the latest designer clothes is not gonna matter in your 30s. I remember how, like, in my 20s, it was very important how a guy looked. Like, it was important. Can he dress? You know, like, is he fashionable? Is he, is he cool? Like, is he eloquent? Yes, those things are still important currently, but I think with age you realize that, I mean, you can influence that in a certain way.
You can.
Like, if you find a nigga who can't dress the way that you like, I mean, you can change
I think
that.
you need to, as just to add on, you need to sit and weigh the things that can be influenced versus the things that are permanent. Like, if something is permanent, you can't change it. You like some personality traits, you can't change. Background, you can't change.
You can't change.
You can't change it. That's who he is.
And I think we can't place enough emphasis on background.
Backgrounds.
Like, I wish I could have an entire section on
just
how background influences relationships.
Spam the notificate the comment section if you want the story time.
You can't whether we like it or not, and it's not even about looking down on certain backgrounds, but we need to acknowledge that whether we like it or not, our backgrounds, our childhood traumas, our just how we were raised and the principles that we were raised with influence our relationships. In your 20s you don't care, because I think a lot of the time the outward appearance is what attracts us to whatever we go for. But I feel like that's the difference for me in my 30s. Like, yeah, you look good, but
just be a decent man.
But
decent.
Are you respectful? Are you kind? Like, are you generous?
Thoughtful.
Are you thoughtful? Are you do you understand that life is not just about you? And I think when you're younger, I mean, bruh, does he drive? Is he cute? And
what is he driving?
No, but he must drive.
No, but
he must drive.
But when you're in your 20s, it's a what is he driving?
Yeah.
Versus is he driving?
Yeah.
What is he driving?
But also in your 20s, you don't care, because I feel like you're still in the student entry-level work phase of your life. So you kind of just like, even if it's an internship and he's been there for 3 years, you wouldn't notice in your 20s.
True.
Whereas in your 30s, it's like, how are you comfortable? Like, how are you comfortable with the progress that you have made, as minimal as it is? Because a lot of the times men want to make it seem as if women are materialistic because they want things. But women appreciate seeing progress.
Yes.
And appreciate seeing
effort. We are attracted to progress.
And effort.
Very much.
And please don't be a master of like the bare minimum.
Please.
Don't be the head boy of bare minimum society. Just getting by in your relationship.
I feel as though the difference with me in my 20s versus in my 30s is that in my 30s I appreciate more of a person that is conversational. I don't know what it is, but I love conversations more. I love my head being pricked a little bit more. I love being challenged mentally. But versus in my 20s, if you can just hold a conversation, I was fine. I was okay. But now, holding a conversation is not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
What kind of what roots your beliefs? What roots the things you say you believe in? And not to say that I need you to like substantiate every fact, but I feel like the older you get, you don't want to be with somebody who has an identity crisis. You don't want to be with somebody who just does not know who they are and why they believe in certain things. I was having a conversation with someone the other day about a lot of the cultural practices that we still do, and we do them sometimes because we were told to, but we don't have the deep understanding of the things, why it's done, And I feel like there's power there. There's importance in knowing why you believe certain things,
and why you actually carry on with certain things. Why are you taking it with you?
I think also another thing I used to think, and please rest,
guys, this is just purely on what we have experienced, on our opinion. Please don't come for us, please.
I used to have very strong timelines in my 20s.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right?
It's a good one.
Really, everything that I wanted was attached to a time frame versus how it actually made me feel. Or what it triggered. So I had this mentality that I need to be married by 25. Come hello high water or tartaric acid. Like I was like, I need to be married by 25, whether he loves me or not, whether he's toxic or not, whether he's because I was just stuck on
deadline,
tasks,
ticking the boxes.
I was dating with a checklist. I was dating with like, no. You need to understand. And that actually causes the anxiety of the first date, because on date number 1, you're already asking a nigga like, so when do you see yourself getting married?
Kanjani.
You know, like, so when do you see yourself wanting kids? Which are such irrelevant topics when you're trying to get to know someone. But because women just generally program the mind to time frames, they just, I'm like, you're 2 years away from 25. Like, I don't care. I literally know somebody who was so hell-bent on timelines that even for children, they'd be like, I don't care who the nigga is going to be,
as long
at that age, whoever he is, when I'm this age, he's my baby daddy. He's my baby daddy. You know, and looking back, I'm like, that just stems from the pressure of like having to have your life figured out in your 20s. And I don't think that is a thing. You can't possibly have your entire life figured out in your 20s.
True. And what do you think are some of the similarities for you
that are still prevalent? Like, the same thing that I don't know.
Of a similarity.
What is still the same? I think my love language has remained consistent. Yeah, I think I can say my love language has remained consistent, and how a person takes time to learn it. I feel like I've always had the same love language, like at all ages, and I've always been very attracted to effort. 20s now, just do more than the bare minimum. Like, do more than just survive the relationship. You know, you want to actually just enjoy it. But I think, I'm very sure about how I want to be loved. I know.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's the treatment. I know how I want to be treated.
Yes.
And I think that also stems from being a daddy's girl when I was younger. So you know what, you know how males can love.
Yes.
And from that, you know when you kind of know when a male is just giving you issues. You can see it. So I think what's remained constant for me is knowing how I'm supposed to be loved, but not comparing it to my dad because he's my dad. But knowing how I should be loved
and what I accept as love also. And someone just thoroughly committing themselves to that. And I think when you say that, people think that you have a sense of entitlement of you deserve. But I think I come from that position of expecting a certain level of love from a person because of the love I know I have to offer.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I'm not expecting these high standards from you because I'm just trying to be a spoiled brat.
Yes.
I'm expecting them because I also understand or know what it is that, you know, I have to offer when it comes to that. Yeah. Like, I think, should we cut it off there? Do you want to add anything?
No, I think we've covered most of the things, because if we do more, I think we're gonna get into the business.
Yeah, into our
we're not about to go into our business.
Oh, and another one, last one, and this one is a real life issue. In my 20s, acceptance by the person's circle meant something to me.
Oh yes.
Whereas when the boys dig you,
when the boys are like, we like her.
when your mom is like Makoti,
Yes.
but
Right now,
mwah.
I don't care.
We know better also. Also, I think we know better because it's just like,
Because the
bruh,
Mamazala's gonna like all of them.
all of them, the boys, everybody is wifey.
Exactly.
Okay, so like one thing you should understand is that bros before hoes, like your boyfriend's friends.
They're not your friends.
They are not your friends.
They're not your friends.
Those guys are not your friends. Those guys are not your friends.
They're not your friends.
They are your boyfriend's friend, and he will forever be prioritized. Just know that.
True.
No. Shame, I used to schema. Oh, my nigga's friends. I'd be that girl that goes with the boys to groove.
I think it was only when I was younger.
That's what I'm saying.
With that certain famous group. We shall not disclose that one.
If you know, you know.
No.
If you
Don't
know,
take it there.
like if you know, you know. But as I'm saying, when you were younger, it was important to be the cool girlfriend.
Yes.
To be the understanding girlfriend. I don't understand Jack now. I don't understand. And they understand.
Yes.
I don't understand. You understand? So like when it was younger, you just needed more approval from the cheaters. I'm helping someone here. I'm helping someone. I'm helping you. Sis, you are not that nigga's friend.
At all.
Friend.
At all.
I
Find your own friends.
Please.
Find your own friends.
I'm helping you.
Ooh, do you know what we didn't cover? Now that you saying that.
Okay.
When I was younger, I was more susceptible to cutting off my friends so that I can be consumed by the relationship.
No, me too. Everybody who knows me knows that oh God, girl,
silent. I can't call Vela's not to be found because where is he?
Snake
Park.
I'm guilty. I'm
but
guilty.
Now.
No, I'm guilty. Me too. Yeah,
now.
Cool. Like when I was younger, guys, listen. Don't call me. Listen. I'm with
Snake Park.
I'm here. I'm with the love of my life. I'm with my soulmate. Because everybody's a soulmate. You're the air that I breathe.
You're the song that I sing.
Like, do not absorb your life into a nigga's life at a young age.
And now you have to crawl back to your friends after the breakup.
And that's the thing. I hate that nonsense. I hate that nonsense where people will come back from, love lives here, and now we must just absorb you back into the group and catch you up. Update you. For what you missed it. And now you're angry at us for having inside jokes.
You're a nice software.
Don't do that. I don't do that. Like, have your boys' weekend. Let me have my girls' weekend. Let me have my own friends. Like, stop forcing me to go and chop salad at your friends' price. I don't want to go. They're your friends.
And when you don't want to go, you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Put your foot down, ladies.
Yeah. With girls you don't know. Bo's bushula. You get there and they hate you just because you're beautiful. Like I'm not even being egotistical or anything. But girls, ladies, you get to that bride and people just because hi. Just because you came with your champagne, bruh, and you're not drinking a punch.
Asifuni punch. Siyasebenza.
Aziseli punch. Like, you are. Stop. Keep your friends. Maintain your relationships. Like, I feel like if someone could have just told me that, really, because and also the breakup just becomes, it feels like death because it just feels like, where do I start? Yeah, it feels like you're losing everyone because you've invested everything in one person.
True.
It just feels like you're starting life all over again. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But to summarize, we love men. We love you guys.
So I talk about the guys
Like,
at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we can't live with them. We can't live without them. Like, just choose the one you are going to struggle with. Not even struggle with, but like, just choose your battle when it comes to them.
Yeah.
And settle with the nigga that understands you, that treats you right, but also don't lose yourself in the process.
My grandmother used to say that when you are with a man, you must be with a guy that gives you a whole lot of shit, but you can still stand that shit. If you can stomach his shit. But don't lose yourself.
But don't lose yourself. But also, there's also a level of the stomaching of the crap.
Yeah. I'm saying, but like, let's say you don't like the fact that he snores.
Make a decision.
Yes.
Also, I'm against the fact that people will complain about he snores. Decide, okay. Can you stand this? Like, decide.
Sure.
Can you stand the snoring?
Don't now make him feel bad for snoring.
Yeah. When make the decision. You got the decision.
Again.
Are you gonna leave because you can't stand the snoring, or you're gonna buy earmuffs? Just, it's the same. He cheats. When you decide, you have the choice to decide. I'm gonna leave. If you're gonna stay, don't stay. And every time, because
stop.
Don't do that.
Stop. Men have feelings too.
But we don't care about their feelings.
No, they do, guys. Some of you girls abuse men. Stop abusing men.
But okay, we're going off topic now. This is not a advice about men, because I mean, we were just sharing what we've learned over the years with dating, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you've gotten this far and you haven't subscribed, if you are new here, or you haven't liked it, if you are watching this on a device where you can like while watching the video, what is wrong with you?
Let's give them 2 seconds.
Subscribe.
Welcome.
Please tell everybody that you know that we were back, okay? I'm gonna try and be more consistent. Like, doesn't it sound like I sing this song every
time I'm here?
Video.
I hear that. She'll try as best as she can. She's a working woman. And she's a daughter. She's a best friend.
Defend me. She's
woman.
a woman. So
women are busy.
I'm gonna try and be consistent, guys. But you've seen my other video. Yeah, respect people's jobs. This nonsense is hard. This is difficult. So I will try to be more consistent. This person just bought me gadgets for vlogging and stuff. She's like, I'm tired of your excuses. Here are stuff that you need to use. So I really hope that I will definitely be coming back to YouTube. And that's it from my side.